Hey guys, Trevor Holt here. How are you? Today's Sunday. Was it 28th of July 2024? I'm just on my regular bushwalk. I do have a few clients that enjoy going for a walk on a Sunday, and why not in this beautiful weather we're currently experiencing in southeast Queensland, possibly one of the best places in the world to live. Today I just wanted to talk about, I've just been reading on LinkedIn and a few posts about having to work 7 days a week, 12-hour days, to make ends meet, and that's what you have to do if you want to be successful in business. I just want to put that down as a myth. That's not true. In fact, I want to try and emphasize the point that working on your personal relationships, or working on yourself first, and becoming the best version of yourself in self-care, diet, exercise, and education with your communication skills and that sort of stuff can create better outcomes in your business. Working on your personal relationships with your intimate partner, your children, and your close friend circuit will create better outcomes in your business. Working on your social engagement and community participation will create better outcomes in your business. So having a holistic approach to life will create a better outcome for your business. And it's all about the holistic approach to living and trying to get the best out of each day through time efficiencies, and one of the biggest skills, boundary settings. And that's what I was going to talk about today, is being able to set boundaries. For example, you might have children, young children, and you might set a boundary about working weekends. That's okay, that's beautiful. I would like to see more people do that, because here in Australia anyway, daycare probably is not available very much, or especially affordable on weekends as what it is during the week. Generally during the week kids go to school, and there's some aftercare and before care available and subsidised by the government. So it makes sense to set a boundary, not working weekends, so you can spend time and look after your children and get to know them better, and that sort of stuff. So that's a really good boundary should you choose to do it. And obviously it's all about choice. Boundaries about what you want to do and what values you hold dear. So being able to say no is one of the most powerful things you'll learn in business and in life. So I always focus on supporting people to set and maintain their boundaries to align with their values. And it's something that as leaders or as people in the community, we should be promoting. That's what we want. We want people to be strong-willed. We want people to be able to have a voice and to speak up and be able to say, what works for them and what doesn't work for them, because that's how, using our voice and advocating self-advocacy for ourselves creates a better version of ourselves. It helps us maintain our happiness and our overall well-being, which in turn creates a better outcome for everybody. We're not stressed, we're not turning to alcohol or drink to get through the day, or we're not turning to drugs to try and dull the senses or whatever to try and, deal with everyday stresses and pressures, So I think, if we can help people identify boundaries that works for them and help maintain them as business leaders and as community members, then we're helping people, to not require alcohol to get through the day, or not require drugs to get through, or to sleep at night, or to calm them down and pick them up, or whatever, which in turn, coincidentally, I believe, will create better outcomes in domestic violence, youth crime, and all these other social issues we're dealing with. So boundary setting to me is something I'm very passionate about. It's something that I've struggled with my whole life. And I'll tell you why. As a man in projects, I used to bash my chest because I was told, and I firmly believed, that to be a project man, you have to put the project first. Projects always come first, whatever the project needs. And I reflect back on my days when youngest son was born and I was on a project. Throughout that project, I'd done two 36-hour shifts, trying to meet, two different scheduled deadlines that were required. And at the time, I think the first time was when my partner was heavily pregnant, and the second time was after he was born. And my family needed me more than that project, but as a project man, I put the project first because that's what society demanded from me. So I'm very lucky in my circumstances that my partner was very strong emotionally, physically, and was able to get through it. But some people mightn't have that strength, or might need their partner more, so in times of need. So putting the project first regardless is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard. And to this date, nearly 20 years later, or 22 years later, my son's 22 now, that project still hasn't been built. It never got off the ground. So it doesn't do anyone any good to put the project first above your family or above your own personal boundaries. And I struggled, and even to this day, something I work very hard to say no to people, because as humans, we want to fit in, we want to say yes, we want to feel appreciated, and we want to feel needed. So when someone asks us to do something, we tend to say yes, I can do that, yes, because we have this internal need. So being able to say no is something that, we all need to work harder on, because we want to solve these social problems with youth crime and domestic violence and drug and alcohol addiction and all these massive things that are causing so much heartache and pain in everybody's lives. So I feel if we support people who want to maintain boundaries, who want to have the weekend off, or want to knock off at 2 o'clock on Thursday, or it doesn't really matter what the boundary is, because everyone's got different priorities, everyone's got different aspirations, and everyone's got different, thought processes involved in that. For myself personally, at the moment, I love walking. This is a work day for me. I'm out walking on a Sunday, and that works with my lifestyle. I have Fridays off, and I generally have Thursdays at show training, Fridays and Saturdays at shows with my partner, and have that as family time. And I do a few hours through Saturday and early in the week, doing community access and different things, social activities, and some of my empowerment programs. And and that works for me. My kids are growing up. The youngest is now 22, moved out of home just the other week. So that works in my stage of life. So, but the point is, I suppose, prioritising your own life and where you are, and understanding your journey and where you are now, is important to setting your boundaries. But as a society, I want, especially business owners or people that hire people, or even entrepreneurs similar to me or whatever, to get a bit of a holistic approach to life and empower other people to set boundaries. We need to, if someone has the courage to ask for the weekend off or not to work weekends or something. As society, we need to try and accommodate that and help them achieve what they want to achieve. So to me, I would like nothing more than to everyone just to take a few minutes out of their day and just have a think about what boundaries they've got in place, what priorities they've got, you know, in their life, in their weekly lives, and are they giving their families, partners, you know, social clubs or whatever, enough time to, you know, maintain that relationship or maintain that strength, that bond that you have. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, living as a collective in society is what life's all about and what we all need to strive for. So everything else is sort of irrelevant. So, and obviously we all need money to live. That's no, you know, I'm not denying that. So we all got to do something and this and that. But let's all enjoy what we do and do what we do. But don't not set your boundaries, you know, to try and appease other people. You should always set your boundaries and your routines based on what's good for you. Because if you're not sticking up for what's best for you, no one else is. So it's up to you to self-advocate, self-responsibility, and empower yourself to be the best you can be. And one of the best ways you can do that is through boundaries. So guys, I just want you to think about your boundaries and what you can do to get a better outcomes in your life. And if you're in a position of power, you know, consider that boundaries are important. So, you know, that's what we want to do, and to try and empower people to enable them to set and maintain their boundaries to the best of your ability. So anyway, guys, I've got to enjoy this beautiful weather today. And again, Southeast Queensland, no better place on the planet. Let me know what you think and let me know how you manage your boundaries. Have a good one. Bye.